Jessica in Waukesha, Wisconsin.
Waukesha, we know how to say it now.
We do. I would love to know Kathryn's perspective on New Mexico's use of its sovereign wealth fund to help pay for universal child care.
I think it is a perfect illustration of why almost no other state is going to be able to pass universal child care, because almost no other state has a sovereign wealth fund. And if they do, it's already used for something else. So childcare is so expensive for families. It's also expensive for state governments. Like, they do not have the funds to pay for this to the degree they want. They have a lot competing for their relatively small budgets, and nobody has the buying power of the federal government. So New Mexico's case is really illustrative of just how hard it is to pay for these things on the state level, and why you need federal resources, because, kudos to New Mexico for having a sovereign wealth fund, that they voted to amend their constitution to use the sovereign wealth fund. I mean, this is a story that is almost 5 years old. Then when they first voted for universal child care, that they wrote it into their constitution, that they gave it a source of funding, and they did all of that before implementation. I think that they stand in contrast to a place like New York City. They had a mayor who really wanted to expand preschool, and then he wasn't the mayor anymore. The next mayor was like, well, we're not going to do pre-3. We'll just do pre-4. And these policies get subject to the whims of leaders if they're not really set in stone. And so New Mexico just found a way to set it in stone. Almost no state has the same capability.
You're not concerned about the source of the revenue for the sovereign wealth fund? I mean, isn't it oil and gas and
minerals
and minerals?
I mean, but that's where most sovereign wealth funds come from, natural resources. Like I've talked to legislators and their staff in probably like a dozen states, and have had conversations about how they could pay for childcare. And like, there's tobacco money in Virginia. It's getting smaller. There's money from the Marcellus Shale in Pennsylvania. It's already dedicated to something else. Coming up with a new large source of money is just not something that most states can do. So it's awesome that New Mexico is doing this. They are proof positive of why most other states can't.